If you have a home service business that is not ranking in the top 3 results on Google Maps for, the common keywords that, your type of customers would be searching for, then you have probably overlooked something very basic. So I've made this PDF guide, which I'll leave a link for down below so you can download it yourself to, use on your own. There's probably a few quick wins in this guide that you can make. Basically to kind of, propel those rankings for yourself higher up in Google Maps. If this is something that you don't have time to do yourself, you can go ahead and reach out to us here at Growth Cupid. We do guarantee that we can get you in top 3 in 90 days, or we work for free until we do. We will do a lot of the same stuff that you're going to see in this guide, as well as a few other things. But if you're like the DIY type and kind of want to tackle this on your own, I'm about to go through some quick wins, like I said, that you can take care of on your own starting today. All right, let's get started here. First page of this is just letting you know, what is the deal with this blueprint? How am I going to use it? Got a list here of immediate quick wins for you. Updating your profile, your Google business profile with some fresh photos. Google loves seeing fresh photos there. Making sure your NAP, your name, address, and phone number is consistent across every directory, which are called citations. Maybe you've had an address change or something like that, a phone number change. Make sure all of that matches. If not, you need to get that updated so that it does match. Make sure you're getting reviews for your customers, right? If you don't have a system in place to make sure you are regularly making that ask for those reviews, that is something we can help you with. Check basically the description on your Google business profile, your categories. Are you, including the keywords that you are targeting for those searches in Google Maps? So let's look at, optimizing your Google business profile. What do we need to do here? Well, the first thing is, we need to make sure that we're using the real business name. Now, this one is one that, is a little controversial among local SEOs because if you keyword stuff your business name, you can rank better, right? The problem though is if you make some edits on your Google business profile and then Google wants to verify documents, right? And then things are not going to match. So that's why it's kind of not in your best interest to keyword stuff. You're also going to want to make sure that you are basically choosing every relevant category that makes sense for your business. What I see time and time again are businesses who just pick a primary category and, just that one, they don't fill out anything else. That is hurting your business, in terms of coming up for, relevant searches in Google Maps and ranking in that top 3 of that map pack. Go ahead, list out the services that you offer. Google gives you the place for that. Take advantage of it because it will help you. If you've got things like emergency services or 24/7 service, things like that, make sure you put that in your Google business profile as well. And as I just mentioned earlier, photos. Google loves photos, regularly uploaded in your Google business profile. That's just something super easy that you can do. So maybe you're a plumber, right? So take some before and after photos, things like that. Doesn't really matter what it is, just the fact that fresh photos are regularly showing up helps. You also have a section there on your Google business profile that's, a Q&A section. The kind of bad thing is that anybody can ask and answer questions there, right? So you want to really be proactive and, jump in there, kind of ask yourself questions or have some of your employees do it and then you answer it. Make sure you're using keyword-rich answers and questions because that's going to help you rank higher as well. And the same applies with doing regular posts or updates on your Google business profile. This is another way to kind of keep things fresh, which Google loves to see. You can also use relevant keywords in those, which again pushes you up to that top 3 rankings in Google Maps. And as we've already mentioned, you're going to want to check that your name, address, and phone number, is consistent across the internet. Make sure you're in all of these major directories like Yelp. And some businesses, if you're in a really competitive market, you're going to need more than just those core directory listings, which are called citations. So maybe you're going to need some extra citations to, to kind of push up your ranking in Google Maps. That's something that we can get for you. We actually have a citations booster service specifically, for this purpose. It really helps, like I said, clients who are kind of stuck and clients who are kind of in really competitive niches, leapfrog their competition into the top 3 spots there. As you're looking through these listings for your business, you're going to want to fix anything that's outdated or, incorrect. And honestly, if you have some duplicates, try to get those removed so that you only have one that has the most recent information. Getting reviews on your Google business profile, as well as regularly getting those views, is so important, and so many business owners kind of sleep on this. You definitely need a system where you are regularly making the ask for those reviews, making sure your customers actually do those reviews. I've got some templates here in this PDF, like I said, that I'll leave the link for down below to kind of help you out with that. And make sure you are responding to reviews that you get. This shows that your profile is active and Google likes to see that. It will help you in the rankings, and it gives you the chance to kind of respond, with some of the target keywords in the response that you make for those people who have left you reviews. Now, we also want to make sure, like I said, that we've got these key phrases that people are searching for showing up in your Google business profile. Emergency garage door repair is a great example. Emergency garage door repair, Fort Worth, garage door repair near me, things like that. These are the kind of things you're going to want to make sure, that you're sprinkling in throughout those posts, those Q&As, your replies to reviews, things like that. These are also the things that you are going to want to make sure you have on your physical website. If you do not have a physical website, you 100% need one. A Facebook page is not a website. If you don't have a website and need one, reach out to us at GrowthCupid. We will set you up, with a basic website with a lead form, super inexpensive. So like I said, because you definitely need a real website to maximize your ROI here. Now, if you are going through this PDF or watching this video and taking action on all of these things, it should be relatively easy for your business to appear in the top 3 in Google Maps within 90 days. That is the guarantee that we offer here at GrowthCupid, when we are hired to do this service for local businesses like yourself. I just got, an example here of a garage door service, what moving into the top 3 could mean for that business. You can see the basic math here on the screen as well as in the PDF if you download it below. That way you can do kind of the math on your own, right? Like put in how much, your average service cost is for you when you go see a client, and that will let you know, how much money am I losing by not being in the top 3 of Google Maps, right? Now, we've also got here a little bonus part of this PDF that's like some quick audit fixes that you can do. And in fact, if you are watching this right now, download this PDF below. Get started on these within the next 72 hours. You will be so glad you did, as soon as your site starts moving up in the Google Maps rankings. And again, if this is something that you do not have time for, or maybe you're kind of worried about doing it yourself, go ahead and reach out to us here at GrowthCupid. We do this for clients all the time, and we do guarantee our work. And again, if you, have tried this on your own and it's not working for you, or you don't have the time to do it yourself, or like I said, you're kind of worried about doing this on your own in case you mess something up, we do offer free, 15-minute visibility calls. So go ahead, click on the link that you see in this PDF. I'll also put it down below. Let us know, that you want to talk to us, right? Let us know when's good for you, what time zone you're in, things like that, how you want us to do the call. If you want to do it, old school, cell phone to cell phone, we're happy to do that. We do most of our calls on Google Meet, but, we can work with whatever works best for you. And like I said, there is a link down below so you can download this guide. So like I said, you can get started on this on your own today if you want. And who knows, maybe you will achieve the top 3 rankings within 90 days. And if you don't, reach out to us. We guarantee we will.